Hey, good morning, Facebook. Happy Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is Ask Joshua. And hey, we got a topic this morning. I want to talk about how to craft a world-class life. What is that? Banana. So, um, just waiting on a friend of mine to jump in, and he's going to share in this conversation with me if he can. So, once again, uh, happy Friday. Pray that you have had a productive, prosperous, fun-filled week, week full of service and gratitude. If not, you got another day to be grateful and thankful for. So, listen, how to craft a world-class life is going to be our topic. We're going to get our guests in. 1 second, let's see. All right. No. Okay. Where's my buddy Gerard? I know he's traveling, but he'll be in. Let's invite him. Okay, invites us in. So we're going to go over a precursor to the topic that we're going to be talking about, and then my man jump in. We're going to do a deep dive. So, how to craft a world-class life. So, first of all, you need to define what's a world-class life to you. We're not talking about being Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Elon Musk or those that you think have carte blanche on being world-class. We're talking about Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, those who gave service. And, you know, they weren't rich and they weren't famous. A lot of them didn't get famous until they died, but this is what we're talking about, a world-class life. So, first of all, you got to decide what it is to you. Then you have to determine where you are on the journey of world-class. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, hey, where am I? Am I a 3? Am I a 5? Am I a 7? Or a 9? Or a 10? So once you determine where you are, Gerard wants to. Okay, Gerard, let's get you in here, brother. All right. So once you determine where you are on this world-class lifestyle, then you can say, well, you know, I'm a 3. Why the gap? What's up, Doc?
Hey, brother, how you doing this morning, man?
Pretty good, man. I see you traveling. We're just going over the particulars of the show this morning. Ask Joshua, talking about how to craft a world-class lifestyle. First of all, you must determine what a world-class lifestyle is. I see you got on your fatigue there.
Yeah,
You know, world-class,
soldier
man.
always a soldier, man.
Yeah, you
That's
serve the country. You know, that's world-class action right there, Doc. You know.
yeah,
So now we asking, hey, what's world class to you? Are you a world class parent? Are you a world class father, mother, husband, community leader? You know, you don't have to be Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You know, what happened to wanting to be Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa? You know, people of service, right? And
yeah.
not all striving to be billionaires, right? So on a 1 to 10, where would you rate yourself? And then once you realize that you're a 3, 5, or 7, or wherever on the scale, and then you got to realize why the gap, right? Why is the gap between this is where I want to be and this where, well, it's number one. The only reason you have fully committed yourself to the process, right? So now let's get the process, right? The elements of a world-class lifestyle, right? Number one is health, right? If you don't have world-class health, you can give it up. You know, you don't have the energy to do what you need to do. Number two, attitude, right? You need a world-class attitude. Someone was talking about vacation to me the other day. I said, well, I said, that's a low energy word, right? You know, wealthy people You never hear them talk about vacation, right? No, no, we ain't doing a vacation. We make our fun deductible, so it has to be business, right? Uh, Character, right? These are elements of a world class crafting, a world class. Your character, is what describes you, right? Your relationships and your to your family, to your spouse, to your community, right? How are your relationships? Competence, your gifts, right? Or you developing competency in your abilities, right? Discipline. Do you have world class discipline, or you can't turn down your collar, right? They said, hey, I'll take it. And then do you have balance in your life? Do you have physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional balance? Balance is critical, right? And then time management, right? So these are the elements to crafting a world-class life. I'm going to give them to them again, Brother Gerard. Number one is health. Number two, attitude. Number three, your character. Number four, your relationships. Number five, your competencies. What are you competent at, right? What is it that you can offer uh, the marketplace that could earn you money, a lot of money if you want to, right? Discipline. How disciplined are you? Can you not say no to a bunch of foolishness, right? Balance. We need that balance. Spiritual, emotional, physical, financial balance, right? And then we need to manage our time very well. It's world class. Those are elements. So let's take a deep dive in them now. Brother Ware, thank you for tuning in.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
man. Appreciate you having me.
and because we
Always.
know you got it. We know you crafting a world class life, and I know you're traveling, so I don't want to tax you too much. I want to stay focused on the
Hey man, I'm
road.
here for it, man. I'm
Okay.
participating for it.
All right. Cool. So hey, listen. So what would you add for to the health, world class health? How important is that to you, or have you ever been impacted health wise?
Yeah. Well, I was going to actually touch on the character, and I was listening as you went through the list, and I was thinking how a lot of us can work hard to, be disciplined, to a number of other things, be healthy or whatnot. But I'm
Right.
thinking how character can derail all the work you put in. And I'm just thinking
Absolutely.
our time as in the military, both
Mhm.
you and I have been, that's been preached to us, how
Yeah.
important it is to have
Hmm.
outstanding character. And
Right.
for me, I think it's at the top of the list.
Okay. Okay. We can start with character. No
Yeah,
problem.
okay,
And these are not in any order. I gave these elements, right? So let's start with character. The Bible said that um, a good name is better than gold and silver,
yeah,
right? Yeah. So that's character, right? So keep that is number one. So I think if we teach young people that at an early age, that your name matters,
yeah,
right? Your good name.
yeah,
You won't have so much problems in relationships, right? In your home, right?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, and
absolutely. So,
it's been times with myself, man, when my character, when I went around to even defend myself, or
okay,
even if I didn't care to defend myself, my character spoke on my behalf, and
yes, sir.
that's not something that you just pop up with one day. You build it
Yeah,
and you nurture it, you know. So
yeah,
I just wish that we would, as a society, put more focus on that.
yeah. No, absolutely, because as opposed to building a character, it can be destroyed in one day, right?
Oh yeah,
You can, yeah, you can
no
make a
doubt.
decision. We can see, man, who is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air? Who is Men in Black? Who is, you know, that guy, man, with all that
Yeah,
positivity in his life, they trying to destroy him on one action.
one action.
One
Yeah.
action, man. He's been Will. He's been smiling. He's been nice. He's been polite. He's been bowing his whole
Yeah.
career,
His whole
right?
career. Yeah.
One mistake can ruin your character.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Totally.
Especially with those who waiting on you to fail anyway. You ain't
Oh
that
yeah.
good. You ain't that nice. You're not that perfect, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
character.
yeah. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
we gotta go. We gotta go to another one now because we ain't gonna be here all day.
Okay.
So attitude, right? How important is attitude? Crafting a world-class attitude, right? So your attitude can't be like the buzzards. Got to be like an eagle, right? Yeah, you got to fly above it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that attitude is closely related to your perspective. I think your perspective can drive your attitude. How you see a situation.
Right.
Um, and I think for me, my experience that has literally made me or broke me in a certain situation. I changed my perspective about something and try to see the good in it or the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity in it, and it made the world a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. You might be a little bit too young to remember this song. It's your attitude that describes you.
Hey man, you might have
Oh,
missed your calling, Josh.
yeah, right. No, I didn't miss it. I'm telling you. But hey, attitude. I remember that song as a kid, man, and so they were saying something, man. Your attitude is what describes you, right? So
Yeah.
I was having lunch with a friend of mine yesterday, and we've been friends for 12 years plus, whatever. Did some real estate transactions together. I don't really do a lot of business with a lot of people, but with him, 100, right? And I was telling
Yeah.
him, I said, when we met, I was in a very dark place. And he's like, what? You, Joshua Pondexter, the guy I look for all the time for the light that's always happy and look, yeah, yeah. And so that's my character. That's my attitude shining forth. Don't mean that I can't get depressed. Don't mean that I
Yeah.
can't get low. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
your attitude and your character will lead the way. Health. What's to say about that? I started about a month ago on intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah.
Blew my mind how well it's working, right?
Yeah.
On
Same.
clearing my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Relationships, how important is relationships are critical. Relationships with yourself, with your significant other, with your children, with your friends, with your community. This is, and I can't help it, but I'm a student of the Bible. God created man, right? This Hebrew word man means ish. And this word ish means relationships. Relationship to your God first, relationship to your family, relationship to your community. So the better your relationships, the more masculine you are. Not economic social standing. That's the way it is in our society. If you don't have
Yeah.
no economic and social standing, you're not a man, right?
Yeah.
But from his
Right.
God's perspective, the better your relationships with him and with your community and with your family, the more man you are.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yes,
Relationship.
sir.
So that's something to think about. It's like, hey,
Oh,
you on your way back home, and I was just thinking. You told me you were, when I was like, dang, you might as well move back there. You go back home so much, but you have a heart for that
yeah.
city.
Yeah.
you
No doubt.
know,
No doubt.
uh, and to help other people. And then, of course, discipline is real.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get more of that as we get older. Can you speak to as a military man, as a man, period, the importance of discipline?
Yeah. Yeah. There's the old saying that sometimes I need to be disciplined because sometimes I'm not motivated. And that
Yes.
discipline has got me through those periods of times, man, when I just didn't feel like
Right.
pushing through. So it's very important.
Yeah. When you're hurting, when your back is hurting, when your knee is hurting, when your sciatic nerve is acting up, and you still
Yeah,
show up, right?
still show up. Yeah,
Prime time, prime time. You remember when he had upper respiratory infection and he was still playing football and baseball. I was like, that's prime time has always be my goat. You know what I'm saying? That's discipline. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah. So discipline and then balance, man. Right. Financially, emotionally, spiritual balance.
yeah.
How important is that, Doc?
Man, I was just saying earlier when you was talking about health, I was thinking
Hmm.
about that balance piece. I know we focus a lot on feeding the flesh, but I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
thinking about how important it is to feed your spirit too, and to take
Yes,
care of
sir.
yourself emotionally. So if you're not
Right. Yeah.
taking care of yourself in all those different avenues, man, you're
Hmm.
gonna suffer somewhere. And one
Hmm.
of them can tank you in all the other areas.
Global citizen. Okay. Somebody saying the following factors limit our capability to become global citizen. I think Michelle has been deep up in here. You
Yeah,
know. Yeah. Appreciate that. Because that's exactly what we want to think of ourselves. We're global citizens. We're citizens of the world, right? So everything we do, want to keep that in mind. So balance is important. Spiritual life, physical life, emotional life, and we live in an environment in a culture where you can be emotionally mature, right? And if you are really emotionally immature, you can probably get a reality show.
oh yeah, no doubt. Hey, Josh,
Right,
watch this. You can become president of the United States.
right,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, just a big baby, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man up. What's
yeah.
that? What happened to that? We want you to be a man. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. But and so time management is important.
yes, sir.
Uh, you know, there's systems for time management. We ask that, or encourage rather, that you go check these systems out. Whether that's blocking time off,
Yeah,
scheduling yourself, scheduling time for. We schedule time for everything. Work, particularly, right? But
prioritize.
schedule time with your loved ones, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, to spend some time with your loved one. I'm so excited going to see my son and my grandsons this evening. That scheduled time, right?
yeah,
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 go and hang out and relax and cut the phone off and enjoy, right?
yeah,
That's scheduled time, and so that's building relationships, right?
yeah.
We're being disciplined with my time instead of I have had time in my life when I was just one-sided. Work was the only time I had time for. Shit, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going. You want to go on vacation? Go ahead and go. I'm going to work. All
You
right.
chasing the bag, Josh.
Right, exactly. Chasing the bag, right? So what's crafting a world class lifestyle, right? A world class life, and this is not um, um, chasing money. None of that. We did that. Only thing you're gonna end up with chasing money is nothing, right?
Yeah,
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 nothing. And so have a balance. These are the elements we'll give them to you once again before we get out of here, so you can focus on the road. Health. You need to prioritize your health. Your attitude, right? You need a world class attitude. World class people think a certain way, right? They don't have low energy, low vibe thinking process. Always thinking optimistic, positive. We can do it, right? Character. This is your core reality. This is at the core. This is who you are. Are you honest? Are you kind? Are you thoughtful? These things that describe your character. Relationships with your creator, with your significant others, with your children, with your family and your community, right? And then competence, right? You have some skills. Or you developing those skills, or you crafting those skills daily, or you sharpening the saw, as one writer said, right? Discipline is critical. Everything's wrapped up in discipline, balance. Look at your whole life. As Michelle said here, the quality of life. That's your whole life. The whole life is quality, right? And manage your time. You got to manage your time where you got to schedule time for fun and relaxation. We're about to come to Dallas, Texas next week, and we're coming to have a balanced time. What we're coming to do, Gerard?
Man, he talked about the balance, so we're gonna talk about how to build a fundable, credible business. We're gonna talk about how to build business credit, and
Yes,
then we're
sir.
gonna round it off with living a tax-free life.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. In the greatest, richest country of the world, they want you to live tax-free. Ain't that crazy?
Hey, but that's perspective, man, because I didn't understand it when you first
Right.
pitched it to me. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I think Josh off his rockers, man. But when you broke
Right.
it down
Right.
to me, I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
can dig.
Exactly. So, richest country in the world, they want you to not pay taxes. They want you to do something else with your tax money to stimulate the economy, to grow it, with investing in your business, investing in certain sectors, investing in creating affordable housing for people. If you do those things, you can. So we're going to be in Dallas, Texas, next week at the Colony, the True, by Hilton. We're going to be there April the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, starting at 7 p.m. to 8:30 each evening. We're going to have those topics that you stated: how to build a credible, compliant, and fundable company, how to build credit in your EIN only, separate your business and your personal credit, how to do that, right? Then we're going to talk about tax-free living, how to partner with the Internal Revenue Service, with your government, for building wealth. The government wants its citizens to be wealthy.
Yeah.
That's the memo. All right. Hey, brother, appreciate you. Hey, be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
And we'll
Yes, sir, I
check
will.
on you.
Appreciate you. And we'll be in touch, man.
Yep, we'll check on you a little later. As always, in parting, we wish you peace, love, and soul.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Peace out.
Peace.